Okay, Susan and I are back down in the laundry room with our Samsung clothes dryer, and this is an issue anybody could have with any dryer, gas or electric. We keep foster dogs, so we're always washing dog beds, dog kennels, and kennel pads. And you know, the kennel pads and dog beds go through the dryer. And this morning Susan said, that dryer smells hot. And I came down and checked it. I could smell burnt hair and burnt fabric. And what we've got, when we come up here and take a look, I'm going to pick up the camera here. You see we're getting a collection of hair in here. And if you look in there at the heating element, I could actually see some hairs hanging on that lower wire feeding the heating element. So yeah, we're getting hair in here, and we cleaned out the vent pipe recently. I'm going to clean it again today, and you see here, right here, getting a nice accumulation of hair and dust on it. So Samsung is real easy to take apart. You'll have to look at the manuals for your own. On this one, the top pops up with a pry bar near the front on either side. It snaps in, and then there were like 5 screws to take out on the inside the door. And then when you pull it loose, there's a wire there that had to be unhooked off of the door switch, and then the door pops right off when you do that. Here's our door, and you can see there's an accumulation of hair down here at the bottom of that. So we've got our little vacuum here. We're going to start sucking on this in just a minute, but first I want to take this off. This is air goes in. Air sucks in right here, goes down through this, through a fan, and out. So I'm gonna. Okay, sorry for the interruption. I'm back recording. I was fumbling around. I hit a button I'd never hit before and lost my picture. So we got her going again. And what we're gonna do is take this off. Before I do, Susan, turn on the sweeper for me. We're gonna suck this dirt off. It's great having an assistant. Okay, pull a few screws here and see how much hair we got inside this thing. Never been in this before. That whole assembly pops loose when you take these out. So you're exploring with me here. Another screw here. But we can sure smell there's hot hair or something in there.
Take out the lint filter. Take out.
Oh, lint filter's in there. This may not want to come out.
I was going to say it's connected there.
There it's coming. Got it loose.
Not bad.
Okay, not bad. This came loose, and what we got some hair in there. We're going to suck that out. There's some hair in there, and turn the camera a little bit, and you see we got an accumulation of hair in the impeller here. So we'll suck that out and suck out all the hair I can see in here by the heating element. So you don't need to listen to the sweeper all that time, so we're going to turn the camera off while we do that. It'll be making noise and not much to see. Okay, thank you. I'm going to turn this off. And we're ready to start putting it back together. Well, I've got that cover back on. We sucked all the stuff out we could get to. Put this cover back on. 3 screws for that. Now the front comes over and just sits on like that. And then I've got to move the camera again. Okay, and then this thing plugs back in again. I've got to get a little light there. Okay, now I've got some light. This plug will only go into that one way. And I'm going to scoot this over where it's a little closer. There we go. There, I got the plug back, got the wires plugged back in. And I set the bottom of the thing back on its hooks. I had to take a retainer out for that wire so I could stretch it. Got the retainer hooked back. There we go, got that hooked back. Now we're going to put our screws in up top here first. Try not to drop them into the machine. Got that one started. Here. And one in the middle. Got them all started. Now we put the ones back in the front, open the door here, and I can get to those in front. And now you can just run them right on in. One more screw. Okay, the screws in front are running tight. Finish running these down. That one's tight. That one's tight. That one's tight. Okay, that is back together. Door closes. There we go. Okay, that should run. So, let's see. You see, these are your latches that hold the top down right here. One over here, one over there. Use a little pry bar in there to pop it loose. And ready to drop this down. There we go. That's down. And we don't have the lint trap in there, but let's plug her back in. We neglected to mention unplugging it. Susan said, "You gotta unplug it." Yeah, you want to unplug your appliances before you work on them. That's a 220. And even though you have that unplugged, don't be touching the wires in there. There might be a capacitor hooked to the wire you touch, and those capacitors can leave a mark. Come on, go in there. There we go, got her plugged in. Okay, power. Made a happy noise. And it runs. Good deal. It runs. That's great. You hear a ball bouncing around. Susan got some big wool balls in there to help keep the laundry in shape. Okay. Pause. Hit power. And we're off. Okay. Got that little repair done. And it should smell just fine now. Now the next thing I'm going to do, you don't need to watch this, but I'm going to unhook the dryer vent down there and put a bag over it and blow in with a blower from outside to blow any lint out of that line going to the outside, and that way she can breathe easy. So anyway, that was not a difficult repair at all. Something you should be able to do with any dryer that's on the market. So you can take care of those things yourself and save a lot of money on service calls. Thank you very much for visiting. Catch you all later.